Hello, I'm Becky Allen. This is Coco, and I've been a member of Smooth since 2011. And I'm here to talk about the First Principle Project and share some concerns of some people and some thoughts on the topic. I know some of you already know that the UUGA is going to vote on whether we're going to have a 1 or 2 year study on changing the first principle to the inherent worth from the inherent worth and dignity of every person to the inherent worth and dignity of every being. So one of the first concerns that I'd heard was, what about a being, a rock, a tree, grass? All of those are beings, and how do we address those? And how do we show dignity to those? And I heard on Being by Christy Tippett, a Native American who was expressing how to do that and how her people have been doing that for a long time. I don't know very much about it, but I certainly don't mind that there is a vision that would include that, and hopefully I would learn from that. One of the other concerns has been, how do you show dignity to a mosquito, for example? And a mosquito, I don't know how one would show dignity, but I know how one would not show dignity, which would be like pulling off the wings or something like that. So I would just not do that. Other people, somebody expressed in the group that he instead of killing a fly and a mosquito, he let them go. And so I think that there are ways that we could learn from each other. And when we do learn and when we decide to change our behavior, it's because we have had an inner calling to. It's not because we had to. And which brings me to the third thing that people have brought up, which is, well, what about eating? One person said, well, she now only eats 3/4, most of 3/4 of her food are vegetables and not meat, and it may not be a quarter, but it was some numbers like that. And what I realized is that she made those changes. She used to not eat that way, but she made those changes because she wanted to and she was ready to. And she wasn't forced to, and she's happy with the way she is. So who knows? She may choose to increase that. She may choose to decrease it, but that's individual choice. That's an individual choice and discussion that somebody might have with each other about, well, how do you show dignity and respect for this being or that being. I think also one might think that they might feel closer or feel like they could share with somebody if they've lost a pet frog or a pet dog, with somebody who knows that there is inherent worth in that animal. And so I'm one of those people if you ever want to come to me. But the fact is, we're going to feel differently about different beings, and I think it's a wonderful discussion, and I don't think it will be limiting. I think it will be expanding and deepening. And as one person in the group said, she thinks that Smooth would be all for this. Some of you may want to take some time or have some more discussion. Anyway, there is a website which I'm going to post where you can sign in and say, yes, I support this. Smooth is not going to get to vote on it. I didn't put it out there in time for that. But you can show support for the people that have been working on it. Laura Kim Joyner, Dr. Reverend Laura Kim Joyner has been working on it for a while. So if you have any questions, I'm open to discuss with you about it. Oh, one other thing. There was a lot of discussion when the first principle first happened. How can we support and show respect and dignity to Hitler, say, or some other person? I mean, I have to ask myself, well, when I write that about the president, is that showing respect and dignity? So those are questions that are okay to ask. There's not a required behavior change that I cannot speak disrespectfully. I'll try to speak respectfully, but I learn and grow. And we only change when we're willing and ready. And so I think that's one of the reasons that this principle, it would be good for us to adopt it. It's a broadening vision. Okay, thanks. Bye.